Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters Encounters video. I thought I would mix another one of these in here while I'm continuing to do your mysteries and disappearances suggestions. This one yet again has to do with the world associated with skinwalkers. It comes from that reddit.com website. They're from the subreddit Skinwalkers. The title was the one that instantly caught me. It had me hooked, in other words. It comes from a user by the name of The Anointed Ones, and they titled their entry as How to Get Rid of Skinwalkers. So fascinating stuff. This is definitely like a go-to checklist when it comes to things. And then also he creates his own little encounter as well. So let's go ahead and let's share this experience here. They also talk about some specific corners, like in other words, some 4 states that you don't want to mention any of this around. But it seems like if you're outside that area, then you're A-okay. But this is what they state. Flat cedar leaves from the trees is the best medicine. You make tea out of it. You boil water, you take pot off the heat, you grab a good pinch, maybe a bit more, just a bit, put it back in the water, and then let it sit for 10 minutes. The water will look something like golden brown, lightish. Then you drink the tea until they, meaning the skinwalkers, go away. For quicker results, you can do this every day, but they say too much of everything is bad for you. They can be very persistent, but my calculation is it'll take about a month. You'll still hear voices, but slowly but surely they'll start lowering. They might kick it up a notch out of the blue every now and then, pretending to be neighbors or something along those lines. Ignore it all. Do not say the word skinwalker in the first place because that's what attracts them. From my knowledge, when you say that word in one of these 4 corners, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, or New Mexico, then they'll start messing with you. And then he added a little sub-chapter. I also have the phone number to a shaman/medicine man from Arizona. If you need it, feel free to message me. He does cleanses via ceremony, and it helps. Makes you feel lightly better, but the tea is what makes them go away. And then he continues, one thing I have to mention, though, is before I even happened to say the word skinwalker out loud, jokingly with my brother, I first had an encounter with what I thought was a wild animal. It turns out, though, it was a skinwalker. It was following me. So if you happen to have a weird encounter with some odd animal in one of those 4 corners I was mentioning earlier, that's how it actually starts. Thinking back, this thing was mimicking my neighbors for a while, from time to time, some months apart, maybe. I don't know, going through life, going to work, at least what is not distracting. What I saw was at least a wolf on an upside position, clawing on a very thick tree. The clawing was echoing the block, and this was in Taos, New Mexico, which is a small town with a lot of nature. I first heard those loud claws on the tree, and then I turned my flashlight on from my phone. I was too far away, but all I saw was a silhouette, and I was just thinking in my head, what is that? I assumed it was a bobcat or something. Nope. And so I disregarded it, thinking that it was a skinwalker because I read somewhere that they don't have tails when they're in animal form. Wrong. This wolf was just hanging there. It clawed at the tree upside down. Then it started to travel towards the back of the tree, and all I heard was that loud clawing. I just assumed it was a wild animal, so I thought nothing of it, but it followed me. I think like a year or 2 later is when I happened to say the word skinwalker out loud in Albuquerque. You're not supposed to talk about them there. It's considered taboo in Native American culture. So if you had a weird experience or encounter of that type, seek a medicine man for a cleanse and then some medicine. I have the contact of one in Tucson, Arizona. Let me know if you need it. Also, grab some flat cedar, put it in a small pouch, and then carry that everywhere you go. Not a whole handful, but at least a small amount. Place it in your pocket or in a necklace. Just carry it everywhere. And then he added one final edit. Apparently, they do curse people, create victims, people who speak of them, I suppose. Meeting with a shaman/medicine man is a must. They bury some of the curse, at least supposedly using some personal belongings of the person, such as hair, clothes, and etc. And then that's it. That's everything that this user, the Anointed Ones, stated in their encounter. Some of the, let's talk about that right here. Now, some of the other comments from this post, from some of those people are asking this user how did they know? And then they stated it's from experience. And then another one asked, have you ever tested it before? Meaning those methods that they were describing earlier. And they just mentioned, yeah. So other people are stating they weren't buying it and other people were needing more proof. But take that for what you will. But that's essentially what this user was stating. Number one is flat cedar leaves, making them into like a medicine, like a tea of sorts. That apparently does the trick. And then he ended it by stating that taking a small pouch, putting that flat cedar in it as well, carrying it with you everywhere, even in a necklace if you have to, that also does the trick. And then they stated if you're in any one of those 4 areas, the Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico area, they stated that no, you do not say that word out loud in there, and then that way you won't have them messing with you. And that I truly believe. Like next time I find myself, for whatever reason, traveling down there, I think I've been to Arizona once. It was on a tour. It was a tour that went from Las Vegas to somewhere near a border area in Arizona. Then I'm going to be very, very careful on that regard. And then that way I won't have anything bad associated with it. But otherwise, that's at least some of the info how to get rid of Skinwalker. So let me know what you guys think with regards to that. Post those comments below. Maybe those of you that are in those 4 corners, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, let me know from a local experience what that is. I have seen some people comment on that in the past. Like they stated on the videos that I do, they post stuff related to them growing up on the res or doing some other type of experiences as well with the topic involving Skinwalker. So let me know. Continue with those comments as always. All right, everybody. Thanks again as always. Take care.